morning and Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. Hope that all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty. This is Shahinur Begum, lecturer of Management Department in Milestone College. Welcome you all to today's Business Organization and Management class, student of class 11 and 12. Today I will start a topics. This is very important topics. The topic's name is Principle of Organizing. Already I have started this chapter and I have discussed about what is called organizing, features of organizing, types of organizing. Today's topics, principle of organizing. Let's talk about principle of organizing. Now dear student, I am going to discuss about principle of organizing. Principle of organizing. In your book there are 8 points of principle of organizing. First one is principle of goal, second one is principle of efficiency, third one is principle of scalar chain, fourth one is principle of defining specific responsibility, number 5 principle of unity of command, number 6 principle of simplicity and clarity, number 7 principle of specialization, number 7 principle of optimum span of supervision. So let's talk about what is called principle. That means, what do you mean by principle? Principle is general guideline for achieving a predefined goal. So it's all about a guideline, all about a guide. So through this principle, any organization, anybody can achieve a predefined goal in systematic way. I hope that already you know what is called goal. Already I have discussed about goal. So first principle is principle of goal. In any organization, principle of goal is very important. If the goal is predefined, what the organization will be want to be achieved, the time they can work for achieving this predefined goal. If, for example, I can say, if there is no goal, there is no will, there is no success. If there is a goal, that time the organization, they can prefix anything, and for achieving this goal, they are organize this function so that they can achieve it properly. So goal is very important. So principle of goal is very important in organizing. As you know that in organizing process, means and materials for utilization, distribution for achieving a predefined goal. Now let's talk about principle of efficiency. So what do you mean by efficiency? What is efficiency? Efficiency is very important topics, you know. Principle of efficiency. If the organization, they prefixed or they define the efficiency for achieving a predefined goal, that time they can achieve the result properly. So efficiency is very important. Now let's talk about principle of scalar chain. Dear student, principle of scalar chain is very important topics to you. What do you mean by principle of scalar chain? Principle of scalar chain means in organization, when the top to bottom, the subsection, the section, each and every department, each and every sections, they are linking together to each other. This is called scalar chain. So in that case, all information, all things, when each the department, each sub-department, they are linking together, any information they are getting very easily. So principle of scalar chain is very important. Now let's talk about principle of defining specific responsibility. So as you know that what is called responsibility? When defining a specific responsibility, the time every individual, every department, every sections, they are responsible for their activities. If it is defining. So this is called the defining specific responsibility. When the responsibilities are defined to a individuals, a sections, a subsections, a department, that time each and every sections they can responsible, they can accountable for their activities. For example, in any class, if I give the responsibilities to 3 captain for 3 functions, these 3 individual students, they are responsible about their functions, about their activities. Now let's talk about principle of unity of command. Principle of unity of command is very important. What do you mean by principle of unity of command? When in an organization, one boss must give order and the subordinate, they must follow one boss. There is no dual subordination. One boss will give the direction, all subordinates they must follow one boss. So in that case, the subordinates must follow one top level management order. Now let's talk about principle of simplicity and clarity. Principle of simplicity and clarity is very important. Principle of organizing, if the order, if the responsibility is simple to the subordinates, if the principle is very clear, what the subordinate will do, what is their responsibility, that time the subordinates they can perform their duties properly and in a simple way. So that's why the principle of simplicity and clarity is very important. Principle of organizing. In this case, I can give one practical example. When the lecture is very easy, clear and simplicity, the students can easily understand any topics. So this is the principle of simplicity and clarity. When any responsibility is very simple, very clear to the subordinate for achieving their predefined goal, that time they can achieve their goal in a easy way. Now, principle of specialization. Principle of specialization is very important. Principle of organizing is through this specialization, any organization they can achieve any goal. So the specialization people, the skillful specialized people, the skillful people, they can perform their duties through their skillfulness. So in organization, specialization is very important. The skillful people always they are must aware about their responsibility. So principle of specialization is very important. Principle of organizing. When I have discussed about line and staff organization, that time so many times I have told the specialized, the skillful people always they help the linemen on the line executive. Why it is needed in the big organization, in the large organization, when one boss cannot manage each and every work, that time another specialized executive engaged to the line organization, to the line executive. So in organizing topics or in organizing types, also you have learned what is specialization, why this type of specialized or skillful people is needed. So I hope that everybody are clear. Through the specialized, through the skillful people, everybody can achieve their predefined goal as well as every organization. What is called principle optimum span of supervision. This is the last principle of management. Dear student, what do you mean by optimum span of supervision? What do you mean by supervision? Supervision means when when in organization anybody can supervise each and every work directly. What do you mean by optimum span? Optimum span means if an organization they have target achieving 20% profit, so after after achieving this profit, or after calculating either 20% achievement is done or not. So this is called the optimum span of supervision. When you supervise properly, that time you can easily find out 20% profit is achieved or not, because 20% achievement is your target. This is your optimum target. So always optimum with the optimum target, optimum supervision is related. If you supervise the work properly, if you supervise the each and every functions, so that time this is called optimum span of supervision. In summary, I can say that if the organization, they can supervise directly, properly about their predefined goal is success or not, this is very helpful for the organization. So these are the 8 principles of organizing. So dear student, again I am telling, if you read this properly, I hope that you are able to give the answer MCQ side by side CQ. So almost every year question come from this topic, especially from this principle of organizing. So everybody must learn this 8 principle of management. If you read this 8 principle of management, I hope you are able to give the answer. Today up to this, stay home, be safe. Allah Hafiz. Thank you all.